step, something in my jeans. FOI, you know that's the team, huh?
Peace. This is your brother Aidan X, and welcome to the processing class. Peace. This is your brother Aidan X, and welcome to the processing class. Today I got a special brother, the name of Brad X. Now, the first thing I want to ask you is, were you born in a nation, or did you get the teachings a different way?
I got the teachings. I came into the knowledge of the Nation of Islam in 2016 after the killing of our brother Alton Sterling. And from there, I just been learning more and more.
Yes, sir. What would you say, who were you before you became Brother Brad X? We know a lot of brothers in the nation some come from a criminal background, some come from just being, ignorant in a sense. Who were you before you came into the Nation of Islam?
Before Brother Brad X, I was actually in the Army National Guard. Like a few years before I joined the Nation, I was just came back home from Afghanistan. I struggled with like depression and post-traumatic stress, and I was actually been looking for something that that can give me purpose and things like that. Because in my younger life, I was always into art and stuff like that. And I always wanted to find something that I could use, to serve. And once I came into the knowledge of the Nation of Islam, like I said, after the killing of brother Alton Sterling, it showed me family. I had a brother named Brother Ahmed Muhammad, and I like he was in this because I was kind of practicing Orthodox or studying Orthodox Islam. And then I seen these brothers in the Nation of Islam, and I was like, I want to learn more about that. And then those brothers invited me to the mosque, and then the first time I went to the mosque, I saw a picture of Master Fard Muhammad, and I wanted to learn more about him, more about Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And they were just giving me, it's like everything they were telling me was the stuff that I've been wanting to hear all my life, you know what I mean? And it ignited peace and it lifted up my soul, you know what I mean? Because I was grew up as a Baptist, and I love Jesus, but I always felt like I wanted to learn more about Jesus. Like I wanted him in my reality, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And I was in one day I was in the car with my grandmother, and she asked me what I want from life, and I told her that I want to develop a relationship with Jesus. And since that moment, man, that's my whole life journey to be a servant of Jesus. And I feel like once I came into the Nation of Islam, I came into that knowledge of Jesus and the reality of Jesus.
Yes, sir. Now, a lot of people watching this, they may not even know that Muslims believe in Jesus. So can you just clarify on that point? Does the Nation of Islam and just Muslims in general, do we believe in Jesus?
Yes, sir. I believe that all Muslims believe in Jesus because he's a key figure within the Holy Quran, and he's revered in the Holy Quran as Jesus, the Messiah, the Son of Mary.
Yes, sir. What was it about the Nation of Islam that really felt, compelled you to where you are now? How come it wasn't, not to knock Christianity, but what was it about the Baptist church that didn't fulfill you all the way as the Nation of Islam seemed to have?
I didn't feel brotherhood, and then when I went to church, I didn't see a lot of young people, and I wanted like I wanted friends with those who were spiritual like me. And when I came, and I didn't find it until I got into the Nation. Like the youth, I wanted to be around the youth. You know what I mean? Because at Sunday school, I used to hang around all the old gentlemen, and I love their wisdom. But at a certain point, I wanted to be surrounded by the youth and learn what they have to say and learn their struggle. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Now, a lot of people watching this, they see the minister, they see the messenger. They may not even see a lot of the youth, that's in the nation. Can you elaborate? Is there young people that are in the Nation of Islam?
Yes, sir. And one of the key people that actually helped me become more familiar with the nation was Brother Ben X. And it's like all these videos he would post, it taught me about the minister. In some videos, the minister he'll be teaching and he'll mention the Messiah. I'll be like, oh. He'll mention Jesus, and it brought some curiosity in me because like it was like he was providing me, Brother Ben X was providing me a link between Jesus and the minister, and from there, man, I gotta say all praise to Allah for Brother Ben X for bridging that gap, closing that gap.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And just going off of the youth, a lot of people would say, it's a shock for young people to do this because we see the discipline, we see the bow ties, we see the lifestyle, the restrictive laws. What is the value for young people to register in the Nation of Islam? Because, a lot of young people still want to have fun, they still want to enjoy themselves, and they want to be happy first and foremost. So what is the benefit of the Nation of Islam for young people, especially with all the discipline?
I feel like the discipline would provide protection with the fun. You know what I mean? I feel like the discipline actually gets us to having fun and not being corrupted. You know what I mean? Not giving ourselves away, not selling our crafts and our art for something that doesn't really benefit our people. And with the restrictive laws, it kind of sets that standard to where I can become an artist and I don't have to portray my art in a way that's isn't showing my people in the best light. I don't have to, I don't have to drink and have friends. I can, I can make bean pies. I can run a restaurant. I can go out the final call, spreading a knowledge that's good for our people. You know what I mean? It's like everything that's in the nation to me, it was what I was looking for. And if I see the young people, like whatever you're doing, and Brother Ben X had he quoted this one time. He said, when Jesus was talking to Peter, he didn't tell Peter, I'm gonna make you he said, I'm not gonna change you from you're a fisherman. I'm gonna change you to a fisher of men. You know what I mean? And that resonates with me. Since I'm being an artist, I can use my art to show the Black excellence among our people, and specifically the Nation of Islam, so that people can be more familiar with the minister, the messenger, Master Fard Muhammad, and the culture of the Nation of Islam, because it's all a linking thing between, because and the Baptist church had a order too, but I feel like the Nation of Islam it provided more it put more detail on it. You know what I mean? Like forbidden to eat pork, and Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us why we should eat pork because of the trichina worms. He tells us why. He doesn't just give us rules and laws and these disciplines. He tells us why and the way it's been destroying our people, and how we can eat to live and be among our brothers in the right ways, not slander our brothers, not talk bad about our brothers, and learn how to have atonement, forgiveness and things like that, so that we can build a nation and it won't be destroyed because we have a restrictive law in place that keeps us together no matter what we go through. You might see a difference or come into an argument or a disagreement, but at the end of the day, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has taught us in a way that we can still come together on a common ground and still build this nation, no matter whether we're Hebrew, Christian, Muslim. We can come to a common ground because we all got that we all got that common goal, which is the freedom of our people. And I feel like the Hebrews, the Christians, and Muslims, we all have the same love, but Mr. Farrakhan, I feel like we need to show something that can get us all in the same path. And I want to mention the Muslim program. If you look at the Muslim program from point one all the way to the end, it does. it doesn't just provide a constitution for the Muslim. It provides a constitution for all of us, no matter what religion or if we're agnostic, because everybody wants freedom, justice, and equality. We want land. We want a true knowledge of the Bible. We want a true knowledge of God, true knowledge of ourselves. And I feel like the Nation of Islam, the Muslim program of the Nation of Islam, gets us all on that same accord.
Yes, sir. Now, you mentioned one thing that stuck out to me. You mentioned the freedom of our people, and earlier you even said that it was the Alton Sterling situation that really had you interested. Now, many people watching this may say, well, where has the Nation of Islam been? Where is Farrakhan? I don't see him at the Black Lives Matter protests. I don't see them bow ties at the, at the rallies and the marching. I don't see none of that. So what does the Nation of Islam, in your humble opinion, do for the Black community outside of the protesting and the marching? And why doesn't the Nation of Islam protest?
Following the Alton Sterling campaign, the Alton Sterling incident, Minister Farrakhan's representative here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, he followed the program from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and Dr. King, which was the selective buying campaign, the economic withdrawal, which took away millions from the mall, Louisiana, after the Alton Sterling incident, and it actually brought the government to come to the nation and talk about how we can make things better. And they've actually compensated Brother Alton Sterling's family for that incident. But I feel like there's more justice needs to be served. But Minister Farrakhan provides not just the reactionary measures, but proactive measures to where we don't have to. Minister Farrakhan teaches us to police ourselves, to go into business for ourselves and things of that nature, so we don't have to come into these conflicts with our known enemy. Come with ourselves. We got, if we have the more brothers and sisters coming together, like the FOI patrolling our communities, we wouldn't have to have the police, because we already have that taken care of. You know what I mean? Have the 10,000 fearless throughout the whole country. And it doesn't have to be within the Nation of Islam. All of us can come together, no matter what religion, and we can do that. And Minister Farrakhan, his message is not just for, what I love about Minister Farrakhan, his message is not just for the Muslims, but it's for all of those who want to see a better world,
Yes,
and if you look at the Million Man March, it provides a pretty much a blueprint to how we can come together, solve our differences, and then we can, execute on that. But as far as what the Nation of Islam does for justice, I feel like Minister Farrakhan and Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad provides what we should look for in justice. We want a land of our own. We want our own communities. We want to police our own communities, And I think that's point number 4. We want our people in America whose parents or grandparents were descendants of slaves to be allowed to have a separate state or territory of their own. And if we have that, we have our own military, we have our own police and things of that nature. And we're developing that. And me and my brothers are actually in the community every day with the Final Call newspaper, patrolling the community, speaking to our brothers and sisters. And we're actually, come into contact with the police as well, let them know that, look, we're gonna go throughout the community and make sure things are straight. So y'all can pretty much stand back for right now, because we're taking charge. We're gonna show our people love. Minister Farrakhan has given us a restrictive law. He's given us a program to clean us up, and now we can go to our people with a good heart and to change our condition. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Now, has the Nation of Islam taught you to hate white people?
No, sir. It just taught me the knowledge of ourselves, God, and their history, and what they're continuing to do. But we don't hate white people. We hate evil. We hate the practicing of evil. The practicing of wickedness. And if you look at the history, white people don't have a really good history of good to the Native Americans, to Black people, to our brown family. So we don't hate white people, but we hate the evil that they practice. You know what I mean? And Master Farah Muhammad tells us that the white man is the devil because of look at what he's done. It's in his nature. You know, it's in his nature to, you know, every Muslim Muhammad says that he says we can say a devil animal or a devil cat or a devil dog, but when we say Satan, we mean the man that his wickedness is not say confined to himself; it spreads, and others are affected by their wickedness. So everywhere that these people have gone, they've corrupted the people. You know, they spread mischief. You know, and yes, so sir. He taught us that so that we can be aware of the situation and we can come together as a people and to keep them away from us if they don't want to come. If they don't want peace, then we're taught to, you know, set a boundary for ourselves so we don't have to be victims of their wickedness. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. And what would you say to the people that say, I hear you, brother, but God teaches to love everybody. So how can we go around calling people devils?
I think that's a misconception in itself, because even God doesn't love everybody, because if you read the Bible, it says that he loved Jacob and hated Esau. And if God in history destroyed people and killed people for their evil, then you can't say that was out of love. It was out of the heart of the people that was inclined to continuously do evil, you know? So yes, you can't love evil. God doesn't love evil, you know? So that's what I would say about that.
Yes, sir.
And we shouldn't love evil either. We should set a standard for ourselves to where we can't just allow evil to happen and allow ourselves to you know, submit that type of behavior and those type of actions. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. I only got a couple last questions. I don't want to hold you up. What, like, brothers see you right now, they see you with the bow tie, and you was talking about the restrictive laws. Some young people may watch this and they may think, you know, that the Nation of Islam is a little too uptight for them, a little too, you know, perfect, or quote unquote. What would you say to those people who are scared of joining the Nation of Islam because of too much discipline, or they're scared because they don't see themselves as perfect and they may see the FOI as appearing perfect?
Well, I would say that my brother Rashad Ali Muhammad, he tells me that you don't get into the water, you know, the tub when you clean, you get into the water with dirty. So in the Nation of Islam, none of us are perfect, but we're striving towards perfection. And we even send our prayers that surely I'm turning myself to be upright to him who originated the heavens and the earth. So being a Muslim or being a Christian or being you know, we're striving to develop a oneness with Christ and developing a oneness with God. But it's an everyday struggle. And even during this Ramadan time, you know, it's a struggle to fast so that we can, you know, abstain from things that toxify our bodies, things of that nature, so that we can develop a more oneness with God, and we can think good thoughts and develop good behaviors and execute good actions. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But I would say it'll make you the discipline in Nation of Islam will make you a better human being. But all you have to do is I'm going to give my experience on the Nation of Islam so far. It's like some things are hard to you know, to submit to, but you kind of gotta force yourself towards like it's good for me. So I'm going to continue to listen. I'm going to continue to strive hard as I possibly can, because I know it's good. And I've been turned inside out by people that you know that didn't want the best for me. But the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad has a history showing that he wants the best for our people. So I'm going to strive as hard as I can And everything that I've done to discipline myself has caused me to develop a better relationship with people, a better relationship with myself, God, and it cleared up my mind and my reality. You know, discipline clears. It gives you a better outlook on the world, and it produces a better world. But the Minister Farrakhan says it starts with us. You know.
Yes, sir. The last question I have is, what would you tell people that are thinking about registering into the nation, or people that's in the process, you know, and still not a little sure? What would you tell the young brothers, the young sisters, and just the men and women, period? What would you like to tell them?
I would say that's a wonderful choice. That's a great choice. And I would say that registering Nation of Islam is a great choice, and just make sure you do your studying. And I would actually say to, you know, learn about Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam for ourselves, because, you know, I'll get talk to some people, and they bring up the Malcolm X situation. They bring up, you know, the demands of life of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I see that we have to ask questions to us in the Nation of Islam, you know, about those incidents, you know, and we'll try as best we can to address those, because I know that's one of the main things that keeps our people away, you know, whether it's out of goodness of their heart or they you know, it's like they want those questions answered. And I say that from my research and my understanding, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he those claims made against him were false, and I want you to get to know the man for yourself. You know, let's not listen to the slander of whether it's the government, the people that slander the minister. Let's get to know him for ourselves. And the Minister Farrakhan has a history of strong love and dedication for Black people, and I would say that coming into the Nation of Islam would be the greatest choice that you can make, because you come into a brotherhood. And I believe even our brother Malcolm X would say that the Nation of Islam was the greatest choice that he made himself. And he actually has a letter and an apology, you know, on YouTube that I've listened to. Actually, he's apologizing to the messenger, because sometimes we go left, but then our you know, that self-accusing spirit tells us, like, all right, I need to apologize. I need to tone. I need to go back to my teacher, because without that guidance, there's nothing out. There's nothing out in the world for us, but in the Nation of Islam, you know.
Yes, sir.
And the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he doesn't have a history of hate. He's a man that loves us beyond measure. You know, he has to love. He has a heart after God. You know, and he wants the best for our people. And he actually, from my understanding, he was waiting for Brother Malcolm to come back into the nation. And that's what I strive to be. You know, that's to have a heart that's continually want the redemption of our people. You know, because we are made other than ourselves, so we have to strive as hard as we can to, you know, clean our people up and clean ourselves up. And joining the Nation of Islam would be the greatest choice you can make, because it allows you networking, it allows business, it allows, it's like, to me, it's the best fraternity in the world. You know what I mean? It's like, since I've been in the nation, man, I've actually getting close to 14,000 followers on Instagram, and it's all from going out with the final call, spreading the truth, you know, and giving people a deeper understanding of the Nation of Islam, and you know, striving as hard as I can to develop the kingdom of heaven on earth. And upon registering, you know, that the minister teaches us that you write that letter, and the letter it helps too. And he said something that really caught my mind. And he said, when you join the Nation of Islam, you write that letter, and it's a task writing a letter, but it teaches us something. It teaches us how to observe, concentrate, and then to submit. You know, to our teacher, who was trying to provide us with the best of knowledge. Because when God came 9,000 miles, Master Farah Muhammad came 9,000 miles from Arabia. He came and gave us actual facts. He gave the knowledge of the history of the planet, the history of the universe, and things of that nature. But we have to know how to recognize and learn how to observe, concentrate, and submit when a supreme wisdom is presented. You know what I mean? And the Nation of Islam is presenting that supreme wisdom. That's really it's a wisdom that even causes the government and all of the scholars to submit to. You know?
Yes, sir.
And it'll you can't lose with the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It's the best thing that ever happened to. I'm sure you can bear witness, brother.
I definitely can bear witness. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I probably wouldn't be alive. But I just wanted to thank you for your time. And the audience didn't know I was a little late. So I want to apologize to my brother, and I want to thank him for your time and your knowledge. And brother, I hope we cross paths physically, and I hope to speak with you again, part 2 or something. But thank you. I pray to Allah that He continues to bless and protect you and your family. And I just want to tell you, Salam Alaikum.
Walaikum salam, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity to share my experience in the Nation of Islam. And I want to thank the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan for, you know, for not looking past my fault and seeing my need and you know, all of the work and dedication that he's done to uplift our people.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, brother. Be safe. Enjoy your Ramadan. Yes, sir.